valuing life. It's something we need to do more often as human beings. We have the desire to want things. We want our life to be good usually, unless you're one of those weirdos who loves to struggle. But people want their life to be fantastic, a bright future. That's why we value things like a nice house in a safe area for us to live in. So chasing money, wanting a lot of it, wanting to have a lot of social validations from others, wanting others to be respectful to us. So it could be wearing branded clothes that everyone knows to try to fit in, speaking full bravado to be cool, get a laugh from everyone, dehumanizing the other person, wanting to experience a lot of things in life. So traveling to like Japan, going to this place to take a picture for the Insta. Some just wants to build a company. Some people, it could be revenge, like Thorfinn. Wherever people's desire is, it's never gonna beat the simple things in life. And really learning to forgive others when they do you wrong. Spending time with the people that you love. Hanging out with the real friends that you have, that you know that you can trust. Doing something that isn't exploitative of another human being. Heck, you can even pick up an instrument. I love making YouTube videos even though my ad revenue is awful. When Thorfinn realized this, when he takes the actions to disconnect himself from psycho politician or from some serial crazy killer, started hanging around good normal people in his life, it got so much more easier and better and more relaxing. Even though he was just some rice farmer, things that anybody can do. When we want something that's so out of this world, it becomes super stressful to keep up with and maintain to your mind and body. Let's say you want to be like a top scientist. You're gonna be in the lab all day studying, reading theory, understanding more concepts. It's just gonna tire your mind out eventually, no matter how much passion you have for it, because there's unlimited amount of questions that cannot be answered. Do you genuinely think you can answer all of it? Sports is something that is very taxing on your body. The constant lifting, working out, accidentally getting hit by another person, the adrenaline rush, so the blood is rising, the running back and forth is literally gonna shorten your lifespan. You don't see a lot of athletes living that long. Look at all the fighters in Vinland. One moment they're happy killing, the next moment they're getting chopped off in half. This example is a bit extreme, but you get my point. And there's nothing wrong with playing sports casually and playing it for fun. But when you do it, how are you strong? You miss out on the greatest things in life. But if you hold back, let go of your desires, your pride, and not have to face the consequences of your crazy actions. Traveling is, people love to take pictures saying, I go to this place with a funny caption trying to show off. Listen, you probably bought an economy seat, you walk around, get made fun of people on the side of the street, you use a toilet that isn't yours, and you kind of found it to be kind of disgusting. Most of it was just kind of boring, and it's not the typical environment you're used to. The highlight of your trip was just taking a picture for social validation. When Thorfinn is traveling, sure, he had it rough at first, but later down in line when he made connections to his name and his talent, he was traveling like a king. Nobody wanted to mess with him. He's getting like private boats, he's getting good food, but it really wasn't that good or fun either. Even when he didn't even think about killing. It could be chasing girls. You have to deal with her emotional problems, her constant talking, the crazy behavior because women are insane. With anything in life, there's the good and bad to it. But if you live a normal good life, doing moral good things, you will find those people, because life is about the actions and choices that you make that determines your outcome. Sure, there are disasters like when you're walking or driving, there's a chance of you just going. Accidents do happen, embarrassing moments do happen, but that's just life. If you choose good, it'll lead you to good places. I live in the States, so everyone here has an ego, and success over here means having a lot of money, all the materialistic things that you can think of. And when you chase this form of success, you're gonna run into this problem. A lot of humans have this thing where the moment they have power over another person, they will use it to oppress them, things like bullying, roasting, gaslighting, whatever it is, to make themselves feel better and walk over the other person. You're gonna 100% face it because you're gonna be surrounded by the same people with the shallow mindset. Even Thorfinn faced some of that disrespect himself because he was just like a younger kid and other didn't respect him until he literally beat up the strongest dude there. However, he doesn't need to prove anything when he's with the people that he can trust. People don't realize this, and I even didn't realize it until I hit the books. This is for everyone. When you're moving through life and you talk in a certain way and act in a certain way, it leaves a mark on the world, the people that you're surrounded with, and yourself. If you hurt a person, that person is gonna feel something bad. Either they're gonna go out there and hurt others or feel bad about themselves. And the more that you do it, the more it's gonna turn you into that individual because it builds. If everyone talks full bravado, society will not work. But if everyone talks with kindness, respect, it will work. It's like fighting. The more you fight, the more punches you take. Eventually, it's gonna build up and your body is gonna collapse upon you. You have to be careful with the way that you talk and act, and that will lead you into a good, humble, easy life. When you do something, it doesn't have an immediate penalty for your action, but it accrues over time until it comes down on you. If you look at Thorfinn, the more people that he killed, the more people that he hurt, the more crazy he got, he turns into a psycho narcissist monster at the end until he decided to just say screw it, I'm just gonna be a rice farmer. And with these actions, you're gonna kind of have like a flashback, a memory sometimes when you're just in silence like Thorfinn. I think that's just how the human mind works usually. As humans, we do have an imagination, we do have talents and gifts that are gifted to us if you're lucky. If you're truly gifted at something or you have expectation that needs to be met, just push. Do it. If you can write the next AI software that can change the world, do it. Play an instrument that's so good, be my guest. Sure, if you had a lot of validation from people and have a lot of moolah, it would be good. You don't have to starve and travel to a few nice places once in a while wouldn't hurt. But the truth is, if you live a minimalistic lifestyle where you don't engage in materialistic behavior like buying cool cars or buying cool branded clothes, you could still live a good, happy, long life. It's not what you have, but the people around you and the passion that you love doing. I believe that living with good virtues is better in the end, because if you go to a graveyard, look at the things that people put on their tombstone, the things that are the most important to them and spend a lot of time with. It's usually a family member, a loving friend, a person that's willing to go through the ups and downs in life with. Not many great jobs being put on, not many egos, not many sports car that they bought, not the place that they traveled to, not the money that they have. When you spend all your time trying to do all these things, you won't have time for the people that you love. Sure, you won't be able to experience a lot of things in life with being humble, but you know what? It's not that big of a deal at the end of the day. Whatever emotions that you have felt, whatever things that you want has been felt for thousands of years before. You are not special. Part of being a stoic is when someone does you wrong, you don't react with anger, hate, but kindness, unless you have to defend yourself. This will lead you to good places. Human beings can be absolutely hateful, and I know it's harder for men because if you look at boys' personality, when something goes wrong in their life, they're gonna lash out, speak full bravado. It's kind of like a defensive mechanism to destroy, lash out, hurt others. That's why they tend to be more hedonistic. They tend to join gangs, play sports, gets arrested, more incarcerated. They tend to have like psychopathic, narcissistic behavior, while girls tend to look within themselves. That's why they tend to live longer. A lot of people who go down this materialistic, shallow route usually has a lot of stress because they have so many problems that they have to deal with. They usually turn into hedonistic things like drinking a crap ton, chain smoking their lungs out. It won't fulfill you and give you a shorter lifespan. The older you get, the less of a fuck you're gonna give about anything. So living a humble life can relax you. Let go of your emotions wherever you want, wherever you're feeling. By the way, none of these things matter. The only reason why it even matters in the first place because society has put value on it. Nobody would care if it weren't important, and it's the logical way out too. If everyone were to live good, speak to people, treat people with deity, kindness, and respect, society will work. I just hope people can see it, kind of like Thorfinn, then humbling themselves.